Hi, it's Linda with iCrafter, and today I'm making a project using the iBrush blender brushes. Plus, I'm showing a technique creating your own stencil. Let's check it out. What we will need for this project will be the doily die, the i-Stik double-sided adhesive sheet, some white cardstock, the iBrush blender brushes, pixie spray, which is a light tack adhesive spray, and some colors of distress inks. This is something a little different. I'm using the i-Stik double-sided adhesive sheet from iCrafter, but I'm not using the adhesive part. I'm going to use this carrier sheet. So when you use the adhesive sheet, you would peel it away, and normally you would trash the carrier sheets, and the adhesive is on this side. So I'm going to peel it away. And normally, like I said, you would toss this and use this something, set this aside because I don't need it right now. But I'm going to show you something you can do with this carrier sheet. And I'm using the one that's imprinted with the iCrafter logo because although it's very slick on this side, it has a little more texture on this side. And we're going to need that texture. What I'm going to do first is take my die, and I'm going to take this over to my die cutting machine. I'm going to cut the shape that I want. I'm basically creating a stencil. Let me show you what I mean. I have my carrier sheet now all cut out from the doily. You can see all the detail that you have, and this is the clear side, and then this is the printed side. Now I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to spray it lightly with pixie spray, which will give it a light adhesive tack. And I'll spray it on this side, the side with the printing, because again, this has a little more texture than the other side, which is very slick. I'll be right back. The iBrush blender brushes are so cool because they are brushes. They aren't foam. They are soft brush tips. So they make for great blending. And they're so soft. And they're also in color families. So if you want to use one for pink, for any of your oranges, and they are all stackable. So you just put, and you can use them like a pencil if you want a little more length, or you can use one on your fingertip and push down really hard and get the color in areas that you are working on. They come in 10 colors, and they look like candy, actually. Two of them, one is black for your black inks, and one is clear, so you can do it use it on different colors that you want. If you have maybe browns, if you want to use it for that. But they are so perfect for even traveling around because you can do a long stack of them and keep them stored that way. But also you can just take them apart and use one at a time and just have them sitting around. But again, these are soft brushes that are so perfect for blending. Now I'm going to apply the sticky side down onto my card, or the white cardstock. And you want to give it a nice push to make sure it holds in place. Now, I'm going to start off with the center color, which is Wild Honey. And I also have a piece of scrap cardstock so that when you take the ink onto it, you could rub a little bit of it off so it won't be as harsh when it starts. And then just blend it in. And this is the beauty of the iBrush blender brushes. They blend so nicely because they are brush tips and not foam. Next, I'm going to take picked raspberry, and again I'm going to start it off on the side here a little bit, and then I'm going to start blending it in a circular motion around the sides there. And you could add as much color as you want. Okay. And finally, I'm going to end with Festive Berry, which is a very strong, intense color, so make sure you start it off on the side there, and then just start brushing it. And I'm going to brush it outside of the edges there, because I want the edge of the doily to show nicely as a silhouette kind of look. And you just keep going till you're happy with the way it looks, both inside and along this edge here. Okay. Now, I'm going to move the camera in closer because I want to show you when I take off the stencil how pretty this looks. Isn't that pretty? And again, this is the carrier sheet from our i-Stik adhesive sheets that normally you would throw away. But how perfect to do nice stencils. And then using our iBrush blender brushes to add color to that. These are also, I should say, are colored, besides looking like candy colors, they also are in color families. So depending on the color of ink, you don't have to keep washing the brushes. If you could always use that for pink, and you could always use that for orange. It's a really useful way of color coding your brushes. And these are washable. And when you use it with distress inks, you can wash them and take the color out and make them clean. So just wanted to share that. I'll go ahead and trim down my doily card front and come back with the card. So I took my piece of art and on the cardstock and I trimmed it down to 4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inches high. And then I took some black ribbon and just adhered it, tied a knot and adhered it there. Next, I'm going to add it's going to be a Mother's Day card. So I die cut the letters Mom from the Alphabet Carly die set. Just how simple the i-Click die pick is to help on something like that. So I'm just going to set these down. And I could line it up. And in fact, what I'm going to do is use my tweezers, the i-Grip tweezers, to do this. And they are reverse tweezers. They are so handy to have. Okay, so, and the nice thing about these tweezers, they have a nice tip on them that is flat. So it's more like you could scoop under, so a little shovel kind of idea. And they are reverse tweezers, so they hold things when you let go of them. So there's the front of my card is done. Now I took a piece of black cardstock and it's now 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, folded in half. And I'm just going to adhere this to the front of it. And it has about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. So there's a very simple Mother's Day card. Again, using recycling and reusing the back of the i-Stik double-sided adhesive paper that we have, and making a stencil out of it, and using the iBrush blender brushes in all their fun little candy colors. So thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe below. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Linda from iCrafter. Thanks for watching.